After a recent storm, I found this branch in my yard. What caught my eye was this incredible, vibrant blue growth covering its surface. This is commonly known as Cobalt Crust Fungus or velvet blue spread. Its scientific name is Terana caerulea. Like most fungi, it's a decomposer, playing a vital role in breaking down dead wood. But what makes it truly special is its color. The striking blue comes from a complex organic pigment called velvety acid, which may act as a powerful sunscreen for the fungus. To get a better look at its structure, I brought a piece of it under the stereoscope. And here, it transforms into a miniature, alien-looking terrain. The velvety texture we saw earlier is actually a dense forest of fungal threads called hyphae. And dotted across this terrain are these tiny, shimmering droplets. This is a phenomenon called guttation. It's a sign that the fungus is healthy and actively metabolizing, pushing out excess water and other compounds from its structure. This landscape is also inhabited. Here's a tiny mite, no bigger than a grain of sand, navigating the fungal terrain. It's a reminder that every surface can be its own ecosystem. You can also see the fungus interacting with other life. The white, cotton-looking areas are likely newer growth where the blue pigment hasn't fully developed yet. At even higher magnification, we can see the individual hyphae. These thin, branching filaments are the building blocks of the fungus, and the blue pigment is contained within these very threads. As I explored the sample closer, I noticed different organisms coexisting with these threads. This creature is a rotifer, a microscopic animal that was dormant in the fungus. With water, it reanimates and begins to search for food, like these bacteria. But their presence brings us to the most mind-blowing thing about Terana caerulea, its chemical arsenal. To compete with the bacteria, the fungus produces a powerful antibiotic called cortalcerone. It acts as the fungus's defense mechanism, developed by its frequent interactions with other microbes. In lab studies, cortalcerone has been shown to inhibit the growth of Streptococcus pyogenes, the same bacterium that can cause strep throat. And this brings us back to those guttation droplets we saw earlier. It's entirely plausible that this liquid contains traces of the very antibiotic the fungus uses for its defense. It's powerful proof that the most extraordinary discoveries can come from the most ordinary places. It makes you wonder what other potential cures are out there, just waiting for someone to take a closer look.